What are you in for, new blood? Innocent. So was I, for the first one. The other murders were all me, though. My advice? Serve your time at the pickaxe and get out. You don't want to end up getting a shiv in the guts over a bottle of skooma. Small blade, easy to hide. I mean, sure, you could just swing a pickaxe into someone's face, but people tend to see that coming. Got a problem with a prisoner? Get a shiv. Here Grisvar has a spare, if you could get him to part with it. A Nord nobleman I served was stabbed in the night. Wasn't me, but I knew I'd be blamed. So I ran, joined the Forsworn, started killing, got caught. Now I'm here. Bottles of moon sugar. Khajiit use it as a pick-me-up. Good way to pass the time. Prisoners smuggle the stuff in. Only currency we have down here. They come in here once a week to clean out the bodies, grab any ore we've mined, and beat down the troublemakers. That's the only time when we get food, too. And if there's not enough ore mined up, we don't get any. Because life was better under the old ways. No Nords and their laws. One day the Forsworn will paint the walls of Markarth in their blood. If you're asking, that means you're the new lifer. Tough luck, friend. Those guards sold you out, but good. No one talks to Madanak, I'm afraid. Not without getting past Borkul the Beast. And you don't want to talk to Borkul the Beast. Madanak's guard. Big, even for an orc. Heard he ripped a man's arm off and beat him to death with it. He's old-fashioned like that. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Jarl, I got locked up one too many times. Now I'm in for life. The first time, thieving. The second time, thieving. The third time, thieving. It kind of keeps going like that. First it was 6 months, then a year, then 2 years. Now I'm in for life. Ah, you want protection? I can get you what you need. Maybe you could do something for me first. Duak has a bottle of skooma, finest distilled moon sugar. I'm shaking just thinking about it. Thank you, friend. Don't worry. I'll have that shiv ready for you. All right, then.
I was sent here because someone said I was a Forsworn. Guards say I murdered someone. I was just sleeping off some meat in my aunt's house. That didn't stop them from arresting me. I didn't even know who they said I killed. Couple of years. I wasn't a Forsworn when I came, but I joined up when I got in. Easier that way. All right, then.
I swear, if I ever get out of here, I'm giving up thieving. Really.
Don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both regret it. What do you want?
I don't want to talk about it. Long enough.
All right, then. What do you want? Of digging to do.
I'm innocent. The Nords framed me. I was nowhere near that murder weapon.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn.
Other prisoners get suspicious when we talk to each other, so keep... I'm a Forsworn. One of our raids went bad and I got captured. Would have been fine dying for the Reach with my kinsmen, but the Silver Bloods want their ore mine, so they threw me in here. I'm a Forsworn. One of our raids went bad and I got captured. Whenever I get out of here, I'm gonna kill her. Year 7, I think. Surprised I haven't cut my own throat out by now. But something keeps me going. You give me one more look, and I cut you open. That skooma's mine. Getting the shakes, huh? All right, take it. Old gods keep you. Mm-hmm.
The new meat. So soft, tender. What was it like killing your first one, huh? Liar. You want to talk to the king in rags? Fine. But first you gotta pay the toll. How about you get me a shiv? Not that I need one, but it's nice to have one in case I need to do some shaving. The only thing Monadnock expects is a bottle of skooma in tribute ever so often. You're not getting through. Until next time.
Here's your shiv. Promise you won't ever use it on me, okay? Uh-huh.
Prison's not so bad. Less complaints when I killed people. Murder, banditry, assault, theft, and lollygagging. Guards brought me in about 12 years ago. Was running a good group of bandits up until then. But these Forsworn, they're nothing like the men I cobbled together. They're real killers. Ready to pay the toll? One shiv. That's what I was hoping you'd say. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
Don't let her get away with this!
was sent here because someone said I was a forsworn. I'm innocent. The Nords framed me. I was
I
nowhere
left
near that
behind my
murder
daughter,
weapon.
Uale, when I was taken.
I wonder how Grandma Beth
What?
Until next time.
She's probably
Ready to pay the toll? One shiv. That's what I was hoping you'd say.
Farewell.
Come on, let's see what you're made of.
Last mistake.
Want a real fight, eh?
Please, someone do something!
I can't hide what you
There's no escape.
I fought this you.
already lost.
I'll make it pay.
You're gonna pay!
How old is my daughter now, I wonder? In prison. I left behind. What are you in for, new blood? Innocent. My advice? Serve your time. If you're at... No one talks to Madanuk, and you don't want to talk to Borkle the Beast. Madanuk's guard. Big. A Nord no... So I ran, joined the Forsworn, They come... That's the only time when we get food, too. Because life was One day the Forsworn will paint the walls of Markarth in their bottles of... Prisoners smuggle the stuff in. Only currency we have down here. Small... Got a problem with a prisoner? Get a shiv. Here Grisvar has a spare, if you could get him to part with it.
I was sent here because someone... Guards say I I don't even know who they said I killed. Couple of years. I wasn't a forsworn when I came, but... I joined up when I got in. Easier that way.
I got locked up one too many times. The first time, thieving. The second time, first it was 6 months. Then a year. Ah, maybe you could do something for me first. Thank you, friend. Don't worry. I'll have that shiv ready for you.
What do you want?
I don't want to talk about it. Long enough.
Till next time.
The new meat. So soft, tender. A true killer like me. The gods put us here to fill their halls with souls. You'll fit in fine down here. You want to talk to the king in rags? Fine. How about you get me a shiv? Not that I need one, but it's nice to have. The only thing Madanuk expects is a bottle of skooma in tribute ever so often. You're not getting through.
Other prisoners get suspicious when we... You give me one more look, and I cut... Getting the shakes, huh? All right. I'm a forsworn. Would have been fine dying for the Reach with my kins... Year 7, I think. Surprised I haven't cut my own throat out by now. But something keeps me going.
Jarl decided I was... Here's your shiv. Promise you won't ever use it on me, okay?
I left behind my daughter.
You serve your
Uale,
time.
when I was taken.
Ready to pay the toll? One ship. All right. Head on in. But don't try anything in there. Madanuk is smarter than you. Murder, banditry, assault. Guards brought me in about 12. But these Forsworn, they're nothing like the men I cobbled together. They're real killers.
Well, well, look at you. The Nords have turned you into an animal. A wild beast, caged up and left to go mad. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for trying to have you killed? Very well. Come for me then! Come and let's end this! Here we go! Well, well. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Do I? What about you? What right did you have to meddle in? You're one of us now, you see? A slave. The boot of the Nord stepping on your throat. Maybe if you understood that, I could help you. There's a man named Breg inside these mines. Besides me, he's been here the longest. Tell him I sent you. Ask him why he's here. I want you to know how widespread the injustice of Markarth is. Remember, it was the Nords who locked you up. What do you want? Of digging to do? My story, huh? Everyone in Cidhna Mine has a tale. Let's hear yours first. When was the first time you felt chains around your wrists? So you know what it's like to have your life in someone else's hands. Why should they get to decide? Isn't judgment for the gods? Do you have any family? Anyone waiting for you on the outside? I had a daughter once. She'd be 23 this year. Married to some hot-headed silver worker, or maybe on her own, learning the herb trade. The Nords didn't care who was and who wasn't involved in the Forsworn uprising. I had spoken to Madanak once. That was enough. But my little Aethra didn't want to see her papa leave her. She pleaded to the Jarl to take her instead. And after they made me watch as her head rolled off the block, they threw me in here anyway to dig up their silver. My daughter is the one who needs your pity. I'm just a poor Forsworn whose only regret is not killing more Nords before I was locked up. I'm not Monadnack. I was never a leader of the Forsworn. The only anger I can justify is my own. But every family in the Reach has a story like mine. There are no innocent onlookers in this struggle, just the guilty and the dead. Don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both regret it.
I left behind my daughter, Uale, when I was taken.
You're a slave, just like us. This was our land. We were here first. Then the Nords came and put chains on us, forbid us from worshipping our gods. Some of us refused to bow. We knew the old ways would lead us back to having a kingdom of our own. That is who we are, The Forsworn. Criminals in our own lands, and we will cut a bloody hole into the Reach until we are free. I had Markarth. My men and I drove the Nords out. We had won. So we thought. Retribution was swift. I was captured, quickly tried, and sentenced to death. But my execution never came. Dhonar's Silverblood stopped it. He wanted the Forsworn at his call, that I would point their rage at his enemies and spare his allies. And I have. Humiliating at first, but I knew he would let his guard down eventually, that he would come to trust I was under control. Yeah, imagine hearing a story like that over and over. Each time a different family, each time a different injustice. Your meddling above ground reminded me of how removed I've been from the struggle. My men and I should be in the hills, fighting. Yes, but I need a show of loyalty from you. I don't need a shiv in the back while we break out. Have you met Grisvar the Unlucky? He's rightly named, and he's also a thief and a snitch. He's outlived his minor usefulness. Take care of him, and then we can leave Cidhna Mine for good. Ah, Bork will muscle one out of you on your way in? Fine. Take this one. Remember, it was the Nords who locked you up.
Prison's not so bad. Less complaints when I kill people.
You're back. Have you done what I asked? You've finally become one of us. Come with me. I think it's time I announced my plans to you and your new brothers.
What's going on, Madanach? You wouldn't have old Grisvar killed unless you weren't planning on needing him.
My brothers, we have been here long enough. It's time to leave Cidhna Mine and continue our fight against the Nords. Through this gate, just beside my quarters, is a tunnel. A tunnel that leads right through the old dwarven ruins of Markarth, into the city. Well, what do you say, my brothers?
The Reach belongs to the Forsworn!
I say you've earned an early pardon. Let's go. It's a little gift from the dwarves. Who knew they would end up helping our cause? We have to move. We'll talk more once we see the sky. ready while I... Good work. Get ready while I have a word with our favorite outsider. I had Kai recover all the things the Nords stole from you. You better get ready before we break out into the city. And take this. It's blessed with the old magics. Something to remember me by. Now, I announce to all of Markarth that I have returned. Don't worry about your name. They'll know who to blame and fear after today. It'll take years, but I'll organize the Forsworn again. We'll reclaim our land, and then when power is ours, we'll have peace. A kingdom. Until then, let me offer you a warning. Beware the Forsworn. No place in the Reach is safe from us now.
Think you can escape my prison, do you? You'll pay for what you've done to my family.
Your family? You poisoned the Reach with your tainted silver for long enough, Bonar! Come on! Over here!
Madanak, think you can escape my prison, do you? You'll pay for what you've done to my family.
Your family? You poisoned the Reach with your tainted silver for long enough, Thonar!
And you thought I was just a pretty face.
See you in pieces.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Beg me to kill you before I'm done. That takes care of that.
So Madanak was behind those murders. Gods help us.
looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder.
You're someone who can get things. Got some good pieces out here. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Don't forget to check inside the shop if... need anything. Take care not to set anything on fire. I don't claim to be the best black. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? I'll take my leave then. Have you met my father? He's the steward up at Dragon's Reach. Take care not to set anything on fire. Take care not to set anything on fire. Got some good pieces out here. Take a look. Don't forget, check inside the shop. I don't claim to be the best. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? I'll take my leave then.
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
Divine smile on you, friend. Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors? Take a look. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold. It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me, I prefer my books.
Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword. Dull old blade can barely cut butter.
Got a lot of steel to shape. Gods be praised.